Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So for this tutorial we are going to use this type of yarn. It's called Robin 100% acrylic. It's not lightweight, as you can see. And then I'll be using a 5mm hook, a measuring tape, pair of scissors and a stitch marker. Then what you're going to do next is you're going to grab your yarn and you're going to make a slip stitch, and this is how I make mine, like that. Right, so we are going to make a chain that runs from one side of our waist to the other. My waist measurements are 26. The thing about this stitch, it stretches a lot, so we'll be using our waist measurements for the skirt bit of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a chain, and how you do it, you just grab your yarn and then yarn over, pull through, right, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. This is what you're going to do until you get to the measurements of your waist, and we're not going to be stretching it. So when you're done with the chain, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure this part is facing up, because we're going to attach it together. So please make sure it's very straight, and here, right. Go into this very stitch and you're going to pull through like that with a slip stitch, and then you're going to chain one, right, yarn over, you'll have two. You're going to skip this space here, this very space, you're going to skip it, and then you're going to go into the next stitch, pull through, you have three on the hook, yarn over again, go into that same space, the very same one, pull through, you have 1 2 3 4 5, and you're going to pull through all, right, chain one, yarn over again, you have two, skip this, go into the next, right, skip this, go into the next, like that, pull through, you have three, yarn over again, go into that, pull through, you have 5 1 2 3 4 5, and then you're going to pull through all, and then chain one, come skip this, go into the next, and this is what we're going to do until we get to the end of our chain. So I'll meet you when we're at the end, and then I'll show you what to do next. Next is you're going to go into this space right here with a puff stitch, because we're trying not to have a seam line. This will disappear on its own. It's going to be something like this when you put all the different stitches, when you go to the second row. So what you're going to do next is chain one, and then just keep going, and it's going to be just like one really straight circle, or not straight, but it's just going to be a continuous stitch. So I'm going to show you when I reach somewhere around here, I'm going to come back, and then I show you how it's going to look, because we're trying to avoid having a seam line. So it's going to be a continuous stitch. You're going to do this until you get the length of the dress that you want. If you want something short, if you want something long, you just keep continuing. If you want it short, like what I'm going to do here, you just make it short. So we're here. So we're not going to do any chain one. As you can see, it's just a continuation. So we're just going to keep continuing with this stitch until you reach the length that you want for your dress, and then I'll show you what to do next. See, it's just a continuation. So I'll show you what to do next after I'm done with the length that I want for this dress. So this is our skirt. Okay, not the skirt, but the skirt version of the dress, the lower part. So as you can see here, since we're not doing the stitch marker, you're going to get to this part and you're going to connect it. Just follow like this path straight up to here. So I'm going to remove this, and this is how I'm going to end my row. Just enter here with a slip stitch. So that's how we end our row. And now I'm going to show you how to do the lower part there. So after making a slip stitch, what you're going to do next is you're going to chain one, and then you're going to go into this space with a slip stitch here, and then you're just going to keep going into every space that is here, 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 with a slip stitch until you get to this point. Actually, let's do this point, and then I'll meet you when you're here and show you what to do next. So we're almost at the end of our row. As you can see, this is where we put our slip stitch, attaching this row here to this one. So what you're going to do next is you're going to go into this stitch, the one where we did the chain one. You're going to go into it with a slip stitch. So what you're going to do is you're going to chain two, right, and then you're going to go, you're going to skip this right here, and you're going to go into this with the same stitch that we're doing this puff stitch here, but don't make it too tight, just make it slightly loose, right? Then yarn over again, go into that space. So as you can see, this stitch is here in the middle, not here but in the middle, and that's what we want. So you're going to chain one, yarn over, you're going to skip this and then go into this that's in the middle, and make sure it is loose, don't make it too tight like we did here. Yarn over, skip this, and you're going to do this until you get here. I'll meet you here and then we see what to do next. So basically it's just a repetitive kind of pattern. So here what you're going to do next, as you can see we have this space, so you're just going to yarn over go into this space where we had the chain 3, this space right here. You're going to go into it, pull through, and you're just going to go into it with a half double crochet, as you can see, and then you're going to go into this and pull through. As you can see, it also looks like our puff stitch, and you're going to do the same thing, chain 2, so you're going to go into this space like that, and then chain 1, and then you're going to go into this with our puff stitch, and I'll meet you here. So we're almost at the end of this row. What you're going to do is you're just going to go into this with a puff stitch like we've been doing, and then you're going to chain 1 and just go into this space and pull through. As you can see, this together like this, they act as our first puff stitch, and then so what you do, chain 2, and then you're going to, so what you're going to do next is, after chaining 2, is you're going to go into this, not here but here, with a puff stitch, and then you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to go into this space with the puff stitch, and make sure you also pull through here like this, and then you're going to chain 1, right? Then you're going to chain 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to go into this space with puff stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go into this space with a puff stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go into this with a puff stitch, and this is how we're going to end our row. So when you get here, I'm going to show you what to do next. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're almost at the end of this row. What you're going to do is you're going to chain 6 like we did, and you're going to go into this space right here with a double crochet, and then you're going to end your stitch like that. So this gives it that as you can see. So when you're done, you're just going to cut off your yarn